Hello, Armageddon, and welcome to Week 9 of ESPN Fantasy League of the year 2023. We are currently halfway through the NFL season. Many teams looking to shake up their rosters. Many teams looking to fight for a playoff spot. Many teams looking to maintain their playoff spot. Week 9 can be a very tumultuous yet game-changing week indeed. So let's get to your games of the week. First game of the week, we have No Punt Intended taking on Cup My Balls. No Punt Intended came away with a narrow win against Matthew Sultan last week. Can he continue a streak? He'll have Alvin Kamara and Miles Sanders on his team along with Kyler Murray. He's got a full healthy team to go. Can that be enough to stop Cup My Balls? The momentum is on his side here. He has Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, and he'll continue to rely on Cooper Kupp. Expect perhaps a very high scoring matchup between these two healthy teams. No bye weeks cutting into their teams either. This should be a very fun matchup indeed. Next matchup of the week, Silence of the Lambs, Matthew Sultan takes on Evans, Bill Mafia. Matt, after a crushing loss last week, will look to make up for his losses. He'll have DeAndre Hopkins, who's put in back-to-back strong weeks, Travis Etienne and Joe Burrow. Could that be enough to stop the momentum that is building on Evans' team? From Jalen Hurts to Derrick Henry, this could be a tall order for Matthew to keep up with. Kenneth Walker has also proved to be a possible RB1 in ESPN Fantasy. Matt will have his hands full, but he does feel confidence. Rumors are that he's claimed that he will defend his championship and on top of that, let alone make the playoffs. Bold words from Matthew Sultan. You'd expect nothing less from the current champion of ESPN Fantasy League in Armageddon. We'll see what happens as this week turns out. Next matchup of the week, another family rivalry. Get gritty with it. Joe Bahi and Robert Benjamin take on Edmund Bahi's The Warriors. Edmund will have a tough battle this week as Nick Chubb will be sitting out on bye week, but he does have Aaron Jones and Lamar Jackson. Could that be enough to overcome Get Gritty with it? He'll have Justin Herbert, Justin Jefferson, and Travis Kelce all in his lineup with no bye weeks hindering his team. Get Gritty with it will look to put up another win in the winning column, while the Warriors looking to bolster his record of 4-4 and secure his place in the playoff standings. Next matchup of the week, Abu Charlie. Taman Jindu, coming off a win from last week against Albron, will look to continue a streak here against for threes and all net Joseph Kashaba. Taman will have to rely on Cole Kmet this week as George Kittle sits out on bye week, but he does continue to have Dalvin Cook and Patrick Mahomes and Stephon Diggs putting in an outpour of production points for his team. Can Joe find a way to put together a win against Taman? He'll have to rely heavily on Leonard Fournette and Caleb Huntley, a recent insertion at running back position given that Christian McCaffrey is out this week on bye week. Again, this gives Joe a very tall mountain to climb when it comes to possibly defeating Taman. Joe will look to muster a win in some sort of fashion. Taman looking to maintain a winning streak and enter playoff standing. We'll see what happens there as the days unfold. Next matchup of the week, Stratton Oakmont takes on Rob Yonan's Akbar cousin. Pierre, 2-6 now, does not have much time remaining to continue fighting for a playoff standing. This week can be all the more challenging now with Najee Harris out on bye week. Although with Kyle Pitts scoring back-to-back touchdowns in back-to-back weeks, perhaps he can get the scoring he needs to at least put up a fight against Akbar Cousins. Rob now with Austin Eckler back in his lineup along with Josh Jacobs. Pierre O'Shana pull off a miracle win, or will Rob continue a winning streak here? Another story to watch as the days unfold. Last and final matchup of the week, a battle between brothers. Dreezy Dre, Andre Aramia takes on Albron's Amon Ross St. Braun team. Albron, coming off a loss from last week, will have to rely on Joe Mixon, DeAndre Swift, and Mike Evans to defeat Andre's Jonathan Taylor. With Jimmy Garoppolo also out this week at the quarterback position, this could pose a challenge for Andre Aramia. Andre looking to keep his playoff hopes alive. Albron looking to secure and maintain his position in the playoff standings. So many close matchups here as the weeks have unfolded in Armageddon. Many teams now are tied or within one game of each other, which can change this week. In terms of the playoff picture, Albron, Edmund, and Taman all tied with 4-4. Mike and Joe coming in at 3-5. Any win or loss that takes place this week can radically shift the course and the way the playoff standings project. We'll see how the days unfold and how the teams do. Till then, may the games of Week 9 begin.